Hey YouTube, guys and gals in the vinyl community, hope everyone's doing well. Here's a quick video with some recent vinyl finds that I wanted to show to everyone so I could put them away in my collection and give just some quick thoughts and opinions. A lot of different good stuff here. Some 80s pop, rock, 70s, jazz, and so forth. So if that's your thing, stick around and here's some of the stuff that I've found recently. Picked up first, I've been looking for this for quite a while, Tom Petty's Full Moon Fever. Such a fantastic LP. Most people are familiar with this. It's a BMG Music Club pressing. But Free Fallin', right, Running Down a Dream, I Won't Back Down, all in all, this is just fantastic and in great shape. I've been looking for this for quite a long time. Along similar lines, so found the Traveling Wilburys debut LP, kind of the super group with Roy Orbison, George Harrison, Tom Petty, Bob Dylan. Again, one that is in great shape and is just, again, kind of escaped me for such a long time. So I was super happy to pick up both of those and add those to my collection. Next, I'm not sure what kind of a glare I'm going to get on this because it's a foil cover, but Grand Funk's We're an American Band. This is one that I've had for quite a while on black vinyl, but for those that are familiar, it was released on gold or yellow vinyl as well. And that is the copy that I did not have. So I'm definitely a big Grand Funk Railroad fan, and We're an American Band just represents their later period where they kind of ventured off from Terry Knight as a manager and hooked up with Todd Rundgren, and Don Brewer, their drummer, kind of came up from behind the kit to help them make some music, and they turned out some of the best music, I think, in their second or later period, while the earlier stuff, you know, like here with the Red Album is just as brilliant. You know, even the stuff with We're an American Band, you know, some people are divided camps, but I love it all. So finally picked up a really great copy of the Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord. Such a God, I listened to this really with open ears for the first time in a long time, and man, what a psych pop trip. This was so damn good. I love this, man. This was awesome. In Search of the Lost Mind. There's not a lot that needs to be said about this, right? I mean, you pull out this and Piper at the Gates of Dawn and light something up and just have yourself a party. This was just an awesome, awesome LP. Absolutely loved it. So happy to have a great copy. I also picked up This Is the Moody Blues. This was another upgrade copy for me. It's in great shape. Kind of a greatest hits of, I think, it's their first 7 albums from Days of Future Past all the way through Seventh Sojourn. Again, a fantastic double LP set. Absolutely loved this. It's gatefold. It actually flows pretty well through this early period of the Moody Blues. I have a lot of their other earlier albums that are represented here as well. But just overall as a collection of hits, I get a little scared of greatest hits packages sometimes, but that one was really good. Really good. Shift gears a little into the 80s. Whoa. The Outfields, Play Deep. I've been looking for this for quite a while as well and found a great copy in really good shape for me. This is one of my favorite pop rock records of the 80s. I think it's great. And because it was behind it in the same box, I had to splurge for $1 and pick up John Waite, how's it called? No Breaks. Just for the song Missing You, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of 80s CRP ballads, but that's one song that I think is actually quite good. I haven't seen this really flipping through boxes in ages, so for $1, I figured I'd pick it up. Always looking to expand the synth pop and new wave collection. Found ABC's How to Be a Zillionaire. And for me, what is one of ABC's best songs is here, and that's Be Near Me. And I'm definitely an ABC fan, and I like their new romantic and more sugary synth pop releases. I think they're really good. Soft Cells, Non-Stop, Electric, Erotic, sorry, Cabaret. I thought this was just fantastic. You know, actually, I've had my eyes open for this for quite a while, with Tainted Love being the one that's overplayed to death, but I think it's a great LP. It's a great snapshot in time. That and Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's just great stuff. It was, I think, a couple of bucks, and I'm not defending it on the back of that. I'm happy to have it. It was pretty cool. Nearing completion to my Springsteen collection. I was missing and found The Wild, the Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle, which is a fantastic LP from Bruce. I want to say this is, yeah, 73. Very, very early. I think that's a great picture of Bruce and the boys on the back. I was very happy to add this to my collection. And one of the other only ones from that classic period up through Tunnel of Love that I was missing was Darkness on the Edge of Town. Another fantastic, where are we now, 78? Yeah, 78. Springsteen release. Adam Raised a Cane, Badlands, just some great material. Definitely embracing my country rock vibe, Gene, lately. The Allman Brothers Band, Reach for the Sky. This is one of the later period Allman releases that I didn't have. And some reviews I read, this gets panned quite a bit. It's not their best, but I think it's great. I loved it. It was fantastic. It was really a great listen. I can definitely see why it's no Live at the Fillmore East and it's not Eat a Peach. But if you're a country rock fan or an Allman fan, I thought it was tremendous. I kind of took it on the back of that. Poco's Ghost Town. Poco's another band that doesn't get talked about very often these days when it comes to country rock, at least in the vinyl community. The Allmans tend to steal all that thunder, but I really like Poco quite a bit through just about all their different periods, and I thought Ghost Town was fantastic. These guys I had no experience with, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, beyond knowing that they were, again, the same vein, country rock. So I kind of decided to have myself a little hoedown and went through It'll Shine When It Shines, and I was really happy I picked this up. I almost left it behind. It was another fantastic country rock album. A few Marshall Tucker releases that I did not have. Where We All Belong. It's a gatefold double LP. I just recently discovered, as silly as that sounds, the Marshall Tucker Band. And I discovered them through their debut LP. And the second I heard them, hooked. Absolutely hooked. I loved them. Searching for a Rainbow. I'm only just beginning to get familiar with this. And Marshall Tucker, I sent Sublime Media, Jonas, an email and said, I know you love the Allman Brothers. I know you love Jethro Tull. If you haven't heard the Marshall Tucker Band, if you can imagine the Allman Brothers having a jam session and inviting Jethro Tull over, that's kind of what you'd come out with. Excuse me. Wings, Wildlife, the final Wings LP I was missing in my collection. Such a cool early Wings LP. Stevie Ray Vaughan in Double Trouble, Texas Flood. I finally just found this for a great, reasonable price. It's a mint condition copy. I'm sorry, mint, near mint. Really good, very good, plus. It's in great shape. So I was happy to add that. Some jazzy stuff. Santana's Caravanserai. This sticks out for me in Santana's catalog, in that it's not Oye Como Va Santana. This is something that this had a message, right? This had something to say. This had a lot of jazz and jazz fusion elements to it. Overall, this really spoke to me. Very different for a Santana LP than what I had expected. I thought it was fantastic. Good stuff. ECM release, Pat Metheny Group, American Garage. Looking at the back of this, if you didn't know any better, you'd think I'm getting into a 70s rock LP. It's exactly the opposite for anybody that's familiar. This was kind of more of a smooth jazz, I think, in my opinion. Elements, tinges of fusion, but definitely not over the top. It was a really good listen. Sticking in that jazzy gear, Herbie Hancock's Future Shock. This is one that's been on the list for quite a while. This, of course, has Rocket, which was huge staple in early MTV videos with the mechanics and the armatures, the Rocket video. Super cool. Steely Dan's Can't Buy a Thrill. This has been missing from my collection from quite a while as well. One of the few Steely Dan LPs I did not have, with Reeling in the Years being the huge hit. Adding another Jethro album that I was missing from the discography. This was Jethro Tull's This Was. I thought this was really good. I gave this a cursory listen. I haven't dug deep enough into it yet to give you any real information on it, other than it is an early one and one that I was missing. gatefold, but single LP. It's really, really cool. It's got that classic Tull sound to it. It was good stuff. Like I said, I don't want to say too much about it. I need to listen to it a couple more times before I maybe circle back with it and include it in a thread response or something. Serious upgrade copy of Jethro's Live, Burstin' Out. Again, this is one that I've had a copy of this for a long time, but it hasn't been in the best shape. And this one was just, besides the clipped corner, just in a really, really good shape. A really good listen, some of their absolute most classic stuff. And I'm a huge fan as well of 70s era live albums, and this is one of the best, in my opinion. As was the Geils band live, Blow Your Face Out. Blow it out. Another just pre-centerfold Geils 70s rock Geils. Just again in that vein of, and now I'm just on a mission to collect the classic 70s live LPs, and I have really a good number of them, but this is one that just was in fantastic condition, and I was happy to add to my collection. So, more than I tend to usually show in a video, but again, stuff I wanted to get through quick and share with everybody. Get everybody's feedback on if there's anything, that you might recommend from this based on that, or, make sure you give this a deeper listen and so forth. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know. If you haven't subscribed, click that button up there, subscribe. And thanks to everyone that has lately. Enjoy reading everyone's comments. It's always good to hear from everybody. New people that have been subscribed for a long time. Thanks for spending some time with me tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. And I'll catch you all soon. Ciao.